So here we are for game 2. Byun is already going with the boys to places. But this is still his main base, so I'll put it here. He's playing Terran.
His opponent quickly going to be on the defense here. In the series down 0-1, and in this game, about to fend off a proxy. He's the blue Protoss, and he is Classic.
Double proxy for now. Probably won't be adding any more to that right now.
I think Classic, he's going to spot this right away.
Yeah, that could be a problem. Very good scouting path. Totally expected this. Beyond sending another SCV, yes. More probes coming down as well, though. That barracks should finish Symphonic, I think.
Yeah,
nice repair as well.
He should get one barracks up at the very least.
But it's going to be a 3 versus 3 here. Let's hope the SCV's are good at team games. Gets away with RNG. Blessed is what that SCV is. Well, we're gonna have only one barracks now. Byun cancels the other one. Got double gas in the back, obviously knowing that this will likely happen. And he can throw down a factory now. Not crazy losses, honestly. This is totally salvageable, but it's probably best if he goes home.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, so it's salvageable, but it is definitely sub-optimal.
Oh, you don't want this, no.
Yeah. I mean, so it's not just for the fact that he had to adjust, but whatever he goes into here is going to be significantly delayed than if he were to have gone for it right from the start. So I think there is a pretty significant advantage for Classic, but as you said, it should be salvageable.
Yeah, let's see what he does with that factory. Maybe Banshee plays in order.
Yeah, you know what? It's hard to say. I think you have to go one of two routes. It's either you try to get back into the game, you try to pull even through some type of harassment-based play, such as a Banshee, or you try to, just turtle up, accept the fact that you're probably going to be attacked first, and come out even or ahead from the first defense. It's really difficult to make that call. But yeah, Byun is going to add a second barracks. He is, of course, adding his expansion as well. So the second barracks here in lieu of a starport tells me that Byun might be sitting back for a little while. Might be doing something like a really delayed 2-1-1, trying to send a couple of medevacs across to kill some probes or something. In fact, there's the stim right now and a couple of widow mines.
Meanwhile, Classic has been going for a Stargate. Could be Oracle. Wonder how many. Oh, whoa, Phoenix.
Yeah.
Okay, very interesting. Could be a Phoenix Adept. I've seen them make an Adept before. Not to say that the one Adept will, 2 Adepts will force you into that specific composition, but it wouldn't be a bad play. He's already up a base. He's been up a base, making a third now as well behind it. He's got air control with the Phoenix, so I can totally see this working really, really nicely. But if Byun does some kind of stim timing with the there it is, with the 3 barracks and the factory, so basically mines and marines, he can kill the third base. That we've seen that so often in our own tournaments as well.
So you're totally right. It looks like Classic is kind of he knows or is kind of making an educated bet that he is not doesn't have to worry about anything right now, and it seems like he's kind of trying to fast forward into the mid game, getting 3 Phoenix out and then the Oracle. I also was kind of expecting an Oracle first, just because it's likely that the Marine count would be quite low at home after that failed proxy, but I think that this option is just as good, if not better, because again, I mean, he already has his 3rd base up right now, up and running right now. He already is going into a solid mid-game composition. It's definitely what Artosis would describe as when you're ahead, get more ahead.
Yeah. Oops, we forgot the predictions on Twitch. Apologies. I'll do a 2-minute one, a real quick one for this one. Sorry. Would really appreciate mods helping with this. And if you're on YouTube in the future, you're missing out on the past or the future. Currently we have 4 of these show matches planned, by the way. Not sure who we're inviting next yet, but maybe you can jump in our Discord, guys, and let us know what you'd like to see. Anyway, charge coming in, +1 coming in for Classic, and a gateway explosion as well. So the getting ahead is gonna turn into just kill him soon.
I was just about to say I want to see what happens with this Oracle, and I was thinking it's going to be Stasis Ward. Sure enough, there it is. The reason why I was looking at that is because it's not often that a Protoss will make an Oracle and just keep him at home. That Oracle's been at home the entire time, and after that single Oracle, Classic has resumed Phoenix production. And I think it's a really cool and intelligent move from Classic. It's a way of securing his lead. He knows he came out of that opener substantially ahead. He knows that he might have to go up against some type of all-in type push at his third base, so he just kept the Oracle at home. He didn't try to kill additional workers or anything, kept it at home, and he put that Stasis Ward down. I think we may end up seeing a couple more, especially after this one is triggered by a single Marine. But just a really smart play from Classic, and sure enough, here comes that attack from Byun. It's looking like it might target third base.
Yeah, absolutely will do, and that's actually a pretty nice army with at least a bunch of Marauders in there to deal with the Stalkers, but it's mostly gonna be Zealots. Lots of Phoenix to go with this, so let's see if he can catch the Phoenix, but no, Byun's focus fire is really nice on the Phoenix. Already gets one. The Zealots are falling, and the Medivacs are just fine.
Yep, momentary upgrade advantage as well. It's +1 attack against, for the moment, 0-0 with +1 attack finishing for Classic.
Great lifts on the Vital Mines as well. Having to retreat all this time while the infantry is shooting is really rough, I have to say. Let's see if we can get a better angle. Looks like that should take care of it more or less.
Yep, I think the charge lots, it's a matter of time before they get on top of this bio. And the question is, how much can Byun kill before he has to retreat? There still are 3 Phoenixes, so it's not as though the Medivacs get an absolutely free pass here. Byun has to be careful. So I will say that Classic just really solidified his position there. He was already ahead, as we've been pointing out. And while Byun traded reasonably well, was kiting very well, he needed to get ahead with that push. He needed to do some damage.
Ooh, that's a massive Protoss attack. I don't think Byun will have any defenses at home for this. He does not have recall. He's not Protoss today. Rip.
Yeah, and speaking of which, Classic, if need be, always can recall to his main base or his third to defend Byun's forces.
He's doing it right now. 25 SCVs have gone down. And while that's a nice little infantry army and probably can deal with what Classic has brought home, he already has more stuff right there. Marcon even? Okay.
Yeah, Byun doing the best he can. Yeah, I don't think he has enough. The defense at the third there, really, I think that was Byun's last chance, was to get into that third base unnoticed, but Classic was more than ready, and I think we're going to see Byun tap out here pretty shortly. Excellent game from start to finish.
Beautiful play by Classic. I mean, that was textbook. He found the proxy, he dealt with every little threat. The infantry push was a little rough. Byun got some really good kiting off of it, but just making some more army after that and choosing to go for the throat was actually the perfect move.
Yeah, definitely. I looked at the resources lost after that attack at the third were almost dead even, and in a game where you are significantly behind in terms of economy, you can't afford to trade evenly, and so that's how Classic was able to convert that into a win.
Huge thank you to Army Man, who is supporting us on Patreon at level 7. Your contribution single-handedly covers one of our minor events every month. Our patrons enable us to make better content, host larger events, and to give more back to the community. Our next Patreon goal is at $300. It will allow us to maintain our current event budget. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.